We're gonna try this again. I had some technical difficulties. Stuff started popping up on my phone and going crazy. So I deleted that one and we're gonna try again for for this live video. It's live, I mean, I can't help it. So I'm just gonna start all over since we just had chaos, right? Okay, I think I have my stuff fixed. Technology, you guys, is not always awesome. So, start from scratch. Today is day 7 of my 30 decks, 30 days. Today I'm going to be using the Sacred Rebels Oracle. But I just kind of wanted to come on and chat a little bit about my day yesterday and kind of what's going on today, because I was like, oh, I was so pumped up. I was going to do all my art yesterday and everything just kind of went haywire, as it does when you're a parent. Lennon is not a fan of being sick, and she's usually not sick. She's 4 years old. She's maybe been sick twice, and she got a little bug, like a little virus, not long ago, and it traumatized her. No joke, you guys, it traumatized her. Well, now with this cold, it's almost over, but she's still coughing. So every time she coughs, she kind of freaks out. And she called me from my mother-in-law's phone yesterday as I went to the first store and was like, I need you, mama. So I was like, okay, she's the most important thing in my life. So I turned around and I came home. So I wasn't able to get any of the things I need. I got my canvases and some inks, and that was about it. So I wasn't able to do all my art because I spent most of my day trying to ease her anxiety, and she's getting better. Today she tried to pull the whole thing again, like, I can't get out of bed and everything. She's fine, y'all. She's fine. She just doesn't like the idea that when she coughs, sometimes it feels like she might throw up, I guess, and it freaks her out. So I convinced her that the only way to get better was to go get a bit of sunshine outside. So that's what she's doing with her dad right now, is getting some sunshine and trying to shake off that anxiety. So I figured I'd kind of show you my little mini haul that I got yesterday, because it ended up being able to go last night to get the other stuff that I needed so that I could create. I did make something though, because I got her to create stuff with me. So I was able to, I grabbed an old piece of watercolor paper and I did some acrylic lips. But it's some paint that I've been having, and it's really translucent. You can kind of see how it's, oh, Charlie's about to bark. Sorry, somebody was coming in the door. So you can kind of see how it's a bit translucent. So that's what I was after, was going to get some better paints to do that. So I did get to create a little bit, just not what I'd like. So I figured today we would switch around, and today would be my day to do my art instead. So that was done. So I went and grabbed a couple of things, and I'll show you my little mini haul. I know a lot of people like me really love art supplies and things like that. Oh, am I back? Oh, I think I'm back. I stopped being connected for a second there. I think I'm back. Okay, cool. So anyway, forgot what I was saying, but I'm doing a little show and tell, so let's just continue on that, right? So I needed some new paints, so I went and I grabbed a couple of just some basics, right? Literally basics. Some acrylic paint that I needed. And like I said yesterday, I've never worked with inks before, so I went and I snatched some because I have an idea to use some inks, right? So I got some pretty cool colors. I love this one, this Indian yellow. And then this earth, or red earth. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then I grabbed some, this one you gotta shake it, settles at the bottom. You see? You gotta do the nail polish hit. Right here. So beautiful. So I love these colors. I'm excited to work with them. Like I said, I've never worked with them before. And I have a couple ideas and I want to mess with them today, even if it's not to create anything spectacular, but just to like see how they move and stuff like that, because these are acrylic ink. Now you can get different kinds of ink. There's like watercolor inks and stuff like that. These are acrylic inks that I grabbed. And then I grabbed a sip of coffee first. I managed to grab some watercolor pencils. Now I usually and you can see, look, do you see those marks right there? I just noticed how you could see them in the light. I used a glossy black and let that sit, and then when I came back I realized that I grabbed the ivory black instead of the gloss black, so you can see where I like touched up right there and around, right around the lips. But anyway, I usually draw with chalk, just the outline, because it kind of fades away when you paint over it. But able to, when I want to go blah, 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 when I want to sketch on my canvas itself, I wanted some watercolor pencils, that way they'll kind of like blend out. And secret, I like to put a little magic in there. So I usually maybe do some words or anything that's like for whatever I'm making or whatever I'm feeling, just kind of get that little like spell in there. I know I watched, matter of fact, this was a little thing from the Art Sherpa. She's super fun to watch. She has all kinds of wild and crazy things. But she's got a lot of great ideas that I like to try. And I know she does wishes on the backs of hers or on her canvases, but I like to always put my little, a little spell on there, a little thing that I'm manifesting, or something that goes along with the actual painting that I'm doing, just to add that extra piece of magic to it, you know what I mean? And then I randomly snatched up, because they were 30 cents and I was kind of jazzed about it, some little washi tape. I got a bunch of little cutesy ones because I like to put stuff in my grimoire. And I normally just use glue and like stick things on with glue, but I'm like, these are cute, I'm gonna use these too, even if it's just for fun, right? So that's what I got in my art supplies. And then I managed to pick up, because I'm a huge nerd, we all know this, ooh, I went and snatched up Harry Potter. This is a journey through a history of magic. This is just really fun stuff. Me and Lennon like to read our Harry Potters. I got the illustrated version because I wanted to be able to share that with her, because it was such a big part of my life. And so I always grab the illustrated versions, and we read them at night together. And she loves the pictures. Well, this has a bunch of pictures and just something fun for us to look through and play with. And curiously enough, I was going through it, and I found it very interesting that she does put in zodiac things, crystal balls, with like legit stuff, you guys. So she did her research, which is mere but fun. We got some cards in here, you guys, for divination with playing cards. She talks about cartomancy. She talks about she doesn't really go too much in detail. I've never seen any of these. They're really cool though. But she goes through palmistry, like just some fun stuff. Like, yes, this is just for entertainment, but I thought it was really neat to see some of the things that I actually do in there. So that was really fun. And I'm a collector of the books and all kinds of stuff, so I'm always down to gather something new. And the last thing I snatched was another copy of the Sorcerer's Stone. Why? Because I used and I am currently using My original copy that has been read gobs and gobs and gobs of times, has gone with me everywhere, to put pieces of it in my grimoire, because when I thought about, like, if someone wanted a piece of me, or to reach out to me from the great beyond, right, what would be needed? And I'm like, Harry Potter would be needed. So the reason I didn't just go and buy a new one and stick it in my grimoire like that, I took my old one because, like I said, it did come with me everywhere. It was old and busted, and I loved it that way. And I feel like that holds more of my energy, so that's what I wanted in my grimoire. Matter of fact, I'll show you what I did here. My outside's still plain. This is currently I'm working on it. You can see that there's not a huge amount done right here. But my first page, there's a little watercolor I did. Yay! Believe in magic. But right here is the first page of Harry Potter. So it is on my little cover page of my grimoire. So as you can see, I changed it to The Girl Who Lived, and then I created a poem here out of the first page that says, "Proud to say perfectly normal, except to be strange or mysterious. She spent so much of her time in their opinion, but had a secret, and somebody would discover it." So that is my opening page, and that is my my old book, and you can see how it was just all faded and yellowed on the side. There's like prints, and this was definitely loved, and it took nothing to just snatch it out of the book, if I'm being honest. So that's where that was. Bubbles, go away. You know she gotta come get all up in my business. So those are the things. Can you move, please? Move, 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 move. And in my light, right? That's big old shadow. So today, let's get into our reading really quickly. I gotta move some of this stuff aside. Again, I'm gonna be using the Sacred Rebels. I have this right here. For today, to see what kind of energy we need today. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. This is a beautiful one for today. Ooh. Bubbles, come back. My glare's back. What is already with you? That's beautiful. I think we often forget that we hold within ourselves what we're ultimately looking for. And I know that's like a big thing to say, but I really do believe that. So many times we go outward. We look for the guru. We look for someone to lead us and to show us and to open our eyes and make us aware. And while I do think people like that are important, it's important to find people who spark you in that way, who lead you to those things that call for your soul, right? But I also feel like we can't get lost in someone else, if that makes sense. We can't spend our time trying to be someone else or find the answers completely in someone else, because I think that we hold that ourselves. So for today's energy, I feel like instead of trying to look for those qualities and those things in other people, that we need to look within ourselves today and listen to the wisdom that we hold and the wisdom that our body holds and that our spirit holds. I just feel like we don't give ourselves enough credit, and we don't think that we have the knowledge that we're seeking, and we don't think that we know the things that we do know, because we're so used to second guessing ourselves. So for today, You got this. You know what is already within you, right? So thank you guys for hanging out. I hope that this works. I hope that it wasn't terrible quality. Sometimes my internet is shitty at best. So I will see you guys for sure tomorrow on day 8. And as always, much love to you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Did I work? Oh, I didn't even work. I'm like sitting here like, see, technology.